I'm going to show you 5 errors that are holding you back, including one that could land you in the hospital. The way we're going to do this, I'm going to show you several rallies that I put together for you. See if you can figure out what the problem is. Then I'm going to tell you what the problem is and how to fix it. What makes me able to do that is that I'm a full-time pickleball coach who trains and studies games just like this and helps players just like you. Let's get into it. We're going to start off with an easy one. These next 4 rallies all contain the same error repeated in them. See if you can figure it out. As we watch these rallies together, this match is a 3.0 mixed doubles match during the US Open of 2024. This most recent US Open, it's actually the gold medal match. What that tells us is that these players are as good, if not better, than most players out there. So whether you're a 3-0 or 3-5 or even a 4-0, you're going to want to find out what these errors are and, importantly, how to fix them. I want to thank Team Hanlon Pickleball for the use of this content. If you want to check out the full match, I'll put a link down in the show notes, and make sure you subscribe to Team Hanlon Pickleball to check out a lot of really good match play just like this.
Nine, 6-2.
If you said out balls, you're 100% correct, as we're going to see here. These are 2 rallies that happen right in a row. That ball is going out. The player asks her partner, what do you think, going out? Answer is yes. We're going to see it again in a second. As we do this and we dive into this, no criticism of any of these players. We appreciate them being out there and competing and being able to use this footage to help show you the errors and how to fix them. We're going to see the very next rally, the same situation again, reaching up over her head to hit an out ball. Outballs is a source of a lot of points that you're giving away, a lot of rallies that you're losing needlessly. Understanding that the court is a small court, it's only 22 foot on your side of the net, will help you let some of those balls go. The old saying, shoulder high, let it fly, will apply pretty much all the time. And particularly if the player's inside the court. I know here they weren't, she wasn't when she hit them, but a lot of times we're hitting balls that are hit hard when our opponents are inside the court. Letting those go is really going to help your play. What you can do is you can go out to the court, have your partner hit some balls at you. Don't take a paddle with you out in the court. Put some eyewear on, let them hit the balls to you, and then let those balls go. Let your mind know that it's okay to let the out balls go. Let's move on to error number 2. See if you can spot the common error in these next 4 rallies. Hint, it is a mechanical error.
4-1-1.
Love the air paddle tap to her partner, sending positive vibes just like our sponsor of this video, the Better Pickleball Academy. Check them out.
2-0-2. Serve was wide.
If you guessed that it's mechanical inconsistency, particularly due to spins, extra credit, you'd be correct. This player likes to cut the paddle under the ball like this, come under the ball. To cut it, that results in errors like this one. He ends up pulling the ball wide like this with that cut. And this player likes to roll the paddle over the ball, forcing the wrist over, as you'll see here in a second. So as he makes contact and brings the paddle up, you'll see how he rolls that over like that. That's going to create inconsistencies. Here he pulls the paddle across and brings the ball over this way to miss it. These next 2 rallies, which are in the ones you saw, you're going to see how this player is going to miss a serve first. That's going to go long. And then the very next rally, he's going to miss a return of serve. Missing serves and returns of serves is a very difficult way to play. The way that you solve this problem of mechanical inconsistency is to avoid the allure of adding extra spin to your balls by flipping the paddle either down or up like that. Master a very consistent, repeatable shot. Reduce the errors in your play, and you'll avoid the errors just like these. In a minute, I'm going to show you an error that's costing you a lot of points. But first, this next error is one that can actually land you in the hospital. It's the most dangerous thing we do as a pickleball player. Stay tuned till the end because I have a bonus tip for you that you're not going to want to miss.
Good shot, Greg.
If you said backing up and potentially falling and hurting yourself, you'd be absolutely right. This right here is the most dangerous thing you can do as a pickleball player. Again, no criticism of this player. A lot of players do this. In fact, I've done it even recently. But this kind of backward movement like this, if she were to trip and fall back, there is no way to protect herself. What you want to do to avoid this is whenever you have a lob going over your head that you're going to go back and get, you want to make sure that you turn 90 degrees to the non-volley zone line. So turn your body 90 degrees and move either laterally or complete the move to 180 degrees and move forward when you're moving back. This next error is one of the granddaddy errors of pickleball. It's an error that is committed at most levels of play, and that results in a lot of points being scored against the team who commits this error. See if you can figure it out.
That's what he is, so you can hear the score, and I think he directs the players well.
If you want to get more content just like this, specifically designed to help you play better pickleball, hit that bell button so you get notified of future videos. Before I give you the answer to this one, let's watch this one rally together again. This is the last rally of their match. You'll see at the end that they're going to hug and get ready to get their medals. At first blush, it looks just like a regular rally, right? They're moving back and forth, they're doing their thing. And then what it looks like there's a pop-up here at the end is what it looks like, that pop-up put away. So it looks like a pop-up put away situation. But if we back it up, we'll find out the real problem. The real problem is the returner not making it to the non-volley zone line. This creates everything else that happens. Everything else that happens after that is it's really difficult to win. If you're this team now, you put yourself in a bad spot, which you shouldn't be. Serve teams up here. The rest of it's just kind of formalities, if you will. The die is cast, and then you have this finishing shot here. And as I told you, this is the end of the match. So they're going to tap paddles. It's all very nice. But the error in these rallies that you just watched was not getting to the non-volley zone line at the time of the fourth by the returner. That is one of the most critical errors that you can make as a player. Many errors that we make when we play are within our control. The errors in these next rallies are similar to the last ones. They're under the control of the players. See if you can figure it out.
Two, two, two.
Once we're done clarifying this error, I have one extra tip that I've pulled for you. Stay tuned. If you answered pressing or trying to do too much, you would be correct. The first one we're going to see is a missed volley here. Boom, right into the net on an easy ball up here. Trying to hit it too hard, do too much, ends up in the net. Here we're going to see another situation where the team with their back to us here has control. They're up at the non-volley zone line, the other team's back there. The player loses a little bit of patience and hits this ball there, making it go or letting it go wide. That is pressing, trying to do too much when you're in a position of control. The solution is knowing that you're in control and hitting shots that have a less risk of error, have a higher margin for error, but still will accomplish your objectives. Be patient, be disciplined, understand when you're in control, and you'll avoid making mistakes from pressing. This last error we're going to work on together. See if we can identify it at the same time. This is 0-0-2 of the gold medal match. The referee is getting ready to go. He gives a signal 0-0-2. See if you can identify the error. No criticism of anybody as we go through this. Perhaps you noticed it. This team was the return team, but they were not in the normal formation for return team. What that indicates is a busy mind, a mind that is perhaps a little nervous, a little noisy in there, so it's not recognized. If you want to improve that part of your pickleball, which will definitely improve how you play, try and work on your breathing off the court. So before you go to the courts, work on some breathing techniques. I'll put a resource somewhere I'll put it down here, I think, right here, check it out. I'll put a resource here for you can check out about breathing technique so that you can have that ready for you next time you play. And I'll put some resources up here that will help you on your mental journey if that's something that you're interested in growing more in. Otherwise, I'll see you inside our next video. Be well.